We have officially arrived to Grand Haven for the parade of ships. Right now, we're actually putting our life jackets on because not only are we here to see the parade of ships, but we are getting an inside tour out on the waters. And we're getting ready to board the Coast Guard ships. All right, so we've loaded up onto a much smaller ship that's going to take us on the water, where we then are going to climb into the spar itself to get that inside tour of the Coast Guard ship.
We're gonna make sure you guys get on that boat safe. The sea stay right now is 2 to 3 feet. So we're gonna be the first boat to try it. We'll get you guys over there. But again, biggest thing I'm stressing, if they tell you to do something, it's coming from me, so do it. Right? We want to make sure you guys get there safely, nobody falls in the water, that kind of stuff. If you have any questions, anything like that, all 4 of us are more than willing to answer any questions, anything you got to do. Anybody have any questions to start with? No? Perfect.
Ooh, I feel like I actually can't look at how much the other boat is moving, because I don't think I realize how much we're moving until I see how much they're moving.
We are bobbing.
Watch your head, watch your feet.
So, do we know why we're doing this?
We're getting an alarm. We don't know if it's because there's...
Oh.
We're getting an alarm, so we gotta check it out.
So we've all kind of hunkered down in what they call the survivor's compartment because there was an alarm going off on our way to the spar itself. So while they check out what the alarm is all about, we'll be down here taking shelter until it's safe to come back out.
So all that we think happened was during one of our boat checks this morning, we think that somebody may have knocked the wire loose. We went down there and it was just kind of poking out, so we put it back in and it hasn't rang off since. At least with these boats, they have a lot of wires attached to them, and we get codes for it so we can figure out where it is, what it's supposed to be. They're pretty easy to fix, but they do pop up here and there.
All right, we are back on track. The voyage has continued. Apparently, that's just another day in the Coast Guard. What we're doing now is we're actually going to move from this boat and climb on a little bit of a rope. This is where it gets a bit dangerous, but they're surrounded by a Coast Guard to help you get onto the ship. And then we climb on for our tour. That would have been a good splash.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right, if we could get everyone to gather around so we could have our safety brief.
All right, we officially made it onto the ship. I feel like I have a little bit of sea legs going on after the ride over here, but I'm excited to check it out. We have officially made it aboard the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Spar. Take a look at this. We're on the bow of the boat. Just absolutely incredible to be getting this inside look. Now, typically it's doing things like navigation, ice breaking, aiding in search and rescue projects, but today it's giving West Michigan locals an inside look. So what's happening right now is they're actually getting the last few gentlemen onto the Coast Guard cutter. It is very, very choppy out on the water. They have lots of hands on you, and then now we're getting the last few people aboard the ship. All right, headed up our 3rd set of stairs. So they're pretty high up to be able to have a really good vantage point and view of the lake itself.
Back before women could even join the military, the Coast Guard had their own auxiliary service called the Spars. And so we kind of named our boat after that. And as you can see, I'm sure when you go down through on the deck below, you'll see all of these pictures of the first ever women who were a part of the Spars. And so it's really cool to be on this boat as a woman in the military myself and to be a part of that history.
Okay, I'm told that I have to keep the volume down a little, which we all know can be a bit challenging for me, but we are headed inside.
Everybody's gonna go in where the last one.
Can you tell me a little bit about what all goes on in here on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so this is the bridge. All of our navigation occurs up here. So we have a team of navigators that keep us in good water, as well as monitor weather, monitor ship traffic, and then all operations comes from the bridge. This is just one part of what goes on, and there's a ton of other people that work to make sure functions properly. But everything that comes out of up here is direct command of everything going on.
Helmsman, come right, Sierra Course 086. Come right, Sierra Course 086 high.
You know, this is a $250 million ship, and it's being driven by 18-year-olds. So that barely got there. Some of them don't even have their driver's license, and we give them control of the ships.
They're letting me honk the horn. They call this the Great Lakes Salute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, was that too short? Nope. 1.
So right now we're on a 3-week patrol. Part of that includes attending the Coast Guard Festival, but then after that we'll be working buoys up in Lake Superior.
Okay, what does that mean, working buoys? Sorry.
So just like doing maintenance on them, making sure they're totally like in check, up to par with standards and stuff.
Great, perfect.
Yep, and so we go out this way.
So the crews can be on this ship for up to 3 weeks at a time. So not only are they working on here, but eating on here as well. This is the cafeteria space where they, of course, prepare all of their meals. Today we had burgers, fries. Pretty cool, all aboard a ship. We made it all the way to the very top of the ship. And look at, you can see the crews working down there. They're preparing to dock us once we get back for the parade of ships, but not very often that you get this vantage point of Grand Haven. Should I even point to it? Probably not.
No, there's navigation brief on the bridge, 05 minutes. Course 086. Very well.
Well, we are officially headed back into Grand Haven. Did you guys have a good time? What an incredible experience this was, getting that behind the scenes tour and now getting to join the rest of the ships for the big parade of ships. We'll see you there. Officially have made it back to Coast Guard City, USA. What an incredible experience to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Grand Haven's Coast Guard Festival. Reporting live from Grand Haven, I'm meteorologist Samantha Jacques.